This is Dreams of Jeannie. I'm in my yoga retreat room and I'm just going to do a little bit of yoga. I have some meditation music on in the background, so I thought I would show you a few of my favorite yoga poses before I get started. I'm sitting in cross-legged position, which is called Sukhasana, and I'm more comfortable sitting up on a cushion. It's a bolster, kind of a rectangular cushion. It helps me to sit up straighter because my back starts to hurt if I sit directly on the ground. And they suggest that you sit up on a blanket or something like that. And that helps me a lot. So you sit here in Sukhasana, cross-legged seat, and just hands open on the knees or holding the knees, whichever is more comfortable. And it's kind of a meditative pose to start things off, and you do some slow breathing. Breathing is an essential part of yoga, as I've been learning. They call it bring the breath, and they'll tell you to take the deepest breath you've taken all day. And that's hard to do. It's hard to take slow, deep breaths because you have to just really just concentrate and not think about anything else except the breathing. And I find it hard to do anything slow without thinking about other things. That's really hard for me. So then sometimes you'll do some side twists while you're sitting in Sukhasana. You'll put your hand on the opposite knee and twist it back around that side. And then do the same thing on the other side. You can also do a pose where you pull backwards, arch your back and lean back. And then lean forward and look up. And lean back, pulling on your knees. And then look up. And then move on to your hands and knees, which is tabletop position. And then you'll do cat-cow, which is basically you drop your belly, and which is a cow posture, and look up. And then arch your back like a Halloween cat. Pull your stomach and your ribs in tight. And look up. Back up. Look up. And all the while you're doing that, you're supposed to be breathing in and then out with each move. And those are all harder things to do than you think that they might be. And then sometimes you'll do a thing called thread the needle, where you'll reach your hand forward and reach up, and then you thread the needle through your other arm and put your ear down the ground. And then do the same on the other side. I'm not sure how easily you can see all of these. And then one of my favorites is always child's pose. There's regular child's pose or Balasana, and you have your legs together and you sit back, and then you paint the yoga mat with your hands and put your head down. And then there's extended child's pose, which is my favorite actually. Open your legs wide, and then you put your hips back and reach forward and put your head down. That one feels really good on my back. Another favorite pose of mine, surprisingly, is downward facing dog. I like that one. It builds strength and endurance. So you push up, and there's a lot of different ways this is approached. Sometimes you just do that and you pedal your feet like that. Sometimes you just bend your knees and look forward, and then you move up to a standing position. Or sometimes you'll lift a leg up, which is three-legged dog, and then bring it forward into a lunge. Sometimes you do things where you lift your leg and then you lift it up high. Those are really hard. I'm going to come back down on my knees and think about which next pose I'd like to show you. I'll show you Tadasana, which is, come back where you can see me. I don't know if you can see this, forward fold. And you lean down and touch the floor. And then halfway up on your knees, and then back down. And then sometimes you go down to a squat. They call it a froggy squat. There's also the position that I can't do, where you have your heels down on the ground and you sit like this. I can't do that. I just can't do that. Anyway, these are just a few of my favorite things that I like to do. I just thought I'd show you a few of them as I'm in here just kind of messing around with my yoga. And now, I think I'll just say I'm done with my yoga for the day. I hope that shows you a little bit of what I like about yoga and what it could maybe do for you.